Operation Expose Child Protection Services. Greetings to all citizens of the world. We are anonymous. This very important operation first started in the United States, but quickly it has come to our attention that child protection services are corrupted not only in the United States but also in several countries all over the world. And we have now heard about Sweden. Child protective services are breaking families, but also exposing those innocent children who were perfectly happy.
Now, this is the Fox 11 10 o'clock news.
That this hurts the heart of people. I hope that there are people that are offended by this story. And if you're not offended,
innocent children who were perfectly happy in their family to a life of misery. The children that are placed in an orphanage, closed institution or at foster homes has a higher risk to be mistreated or not taken well care of in comparison to the children who lives home with their biological families. The children who never used medications while living home will be forced to use medications, and some children are locked up in rehab centers without any legally reason and can't go to school, which is against human rights, children's rights and compulsory school attendance.
Our Department of covering up the worst cases.
Reporter Gina Silva has spent the last 3 months investigating the department. She has learned about children who were abused, tortured, and murdered while under the supervision of CFS. Tonight, we begin a series of reports on the department and the children who would be alive today if CFS had done its job.
Social workers are being told to leave children in homes that they know are unsafe.
I have been told to manipulate reports and omit information.
I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't sleep at night.
Children are dying, and children need our help.
Former San Bernardino social workers and department insiders are speaking out for the first time against Children and Family Services, CFS, a department they say is mismanaged, and because of it, children are dying.
We have also heard that the social workers don't want the children to have their mobile phones to prevent these children to communicate through the internet, so these satanic employees of CPS Mafia have them under control. These poor children also have more risk to be sexually assaulted by predators like a foster parent, social worker, or by a much older child. And numerous children try to escape from this nightmare by running away from foster homes because they want to go back home, but when they are caught in the act, they receive punishment and are placed in horrible rehab centers where they have no freedom of speech and no human rights. The social workers can violate the law whenever they want. Some of these children ends in the hands of the police, sex traffickers, or they die in the hands of the CPS by getting ignored by the social workers, foster parents and employees of the rehab center when they feel sick or being physically abused.
This toddler Jaleesa, sources say, for years she was beaten, tortured, and starved by her parents, Jesse Garone and Irene Corrales. On January 23, 2014, Jaleesa was found dead at the age of 5.5, weighing approximately 20 pounds. Her mother was charged with murder. Her father, murder and assault on a child causing death. Both pled not guilty and haven't been convicted. Jaleesa's relatives told investigators the mother hated her daughter and refused to feed her. The father admitted to police he slammed Jaleesa's head through this wall. Insiders say this child's death could have been prevented. CFS had repeated calls about possible abuse since 2011. For 3 years, Jaleesa was left in that abusive home until she was killed.
They also reported that when mom returned home from work, the child would cry and they could hear mother yelling, threatening to hit her and swearing at her. They told CFS this, and CFS came out and talked to mom. Mom denied it, and they closed the case. There were at least 7 cases where CFS had come out to that home.
Sweden reviving a lot of unaccompanied refugee children. This is alarming. When social workers has the power to disposing children who aren't even citizens or have asylum just for keep this child kidnapping business running. We have been investigating cases in the United States, the Netherlands, France, Germany, Belgium, Australia, Canada, Norway and Sweden. All of these countries have one thing in common: child protective services are massively violating children's, family and human rights. These children loses everything that they cherished: their family, friends, identity, their mother tongue, their culture. In many cases these children are taken away from their home under false motives. It seems that Child Protection Services mafia manipulates the facts in the files in order to take children away from their families to
This 5-year-old Noah. Doctors say he has severe brain damage. It is the result of a brutal beating by his father's girlfriend on May 18, 2014. CFS documents show the department had 2 prior referrals alleging abuse. The social worker who responded interviewed Noah with his abusers present.
The social worker talked to Noah, and Noah was afraid to speak, apparently, in front of his father and his girlfriend. And so, although he admitted being hit, he didn't elaborate a lot.
So his case was closed. Authorities later discovered Noah was made to sleep in this tiny closet with a TV entertainment center blocking his way out. CFS finally did remove Noah after he ended up as
victims who were kidnapped by the CPS have no fair trial. The judges and the lawyers know about this problem. Now this message is aimed directly at you, Child Protection Services mafia, and your corrupted social workers who are tampering with the files of these families. For too long your actions have gone unnoticed and unpunished. This money laundry must end. We are asking once again the FBI and the Interpol to investigate the child protection services in these countries, and also to investigate the Demi and Nirvana Van den Brink case in the Netherlands, including the place where these 2 siblings are staying that's been run by former police officers. This case has been ignored by all parties involved at CPS the Netherlands. The Van den Brink family has been terrorized by corrupted police officers. It seems that there are pedophile rings involved with the CPS, including police officers who are abusing minors. We are also asking real journalists to publish stories about this matter, because this case has been massively ignored in the media. If nothing is done, we are going to expose the CPS piece by piece. And for the ones who support this cause, we are also working on an international protest called OpExposeCPS for the 1st of June 2016 on the International Children's Day. We are asking victims but also citizens around the world to join this campaign. It's time to show the CPS mafia that their illegal action. So
Why?
Because it saves the county a lot of money. Because the county is willing to gamble a child's life, thinking it's okay, they're being abused, we hope they're not going to be killed, because if they're killed, then the media gets light of it. But lots of children are left in homes where they just continue to be abused.
You get into this field with the idea that you're going to help people, that you're going to keep people safe, that you're going to do your job, and everywhere you turn, your hands are tied. You can't go out into the field and do your job because you have lawyers telling you what to do and what not to.
Schultensteifo, Sweden. Barnvernet, Norway. Jugzorg, the Netherlands. Child Protection Services in the United States, France and the United Kingdom. Department of Communities, Child Safety and Disability Services, Australia. The Children's Aid Societies, Canada. Jugendamt, Germany. You think you're so clever using illegal work tactics with the help of police officers to make the lives of these children and their family a living hell. Your time has come. We will expose you one by one. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Child Protection Services. You should have expected us.